Hey, hi there, I'm Alphonse, and we are back, as you can see, on Counting the Days until Control Resonant, and we are back on Alan Wake 1 for May 7th on 2026. I'm not following the exact days. The Counting the Days format doesn't exactly work with Alan Wake, sadly, because uh, Alan Wake does have days question mark, like they are set on a specific time question mark. Um, with the Airfest and everything, you know the date this is taking place on. But I wouldn't be able to record Alan Wake until fucking Halloween or so. Um, And same for Control. We don't know exactly what day it is in Control or if days move on at all. So the counting the days format doesn't fully work with Alan Wake. So we're still counting the days, following the format of the Ace Combat missions, which I'm also counting the days for Ace Combat 8. And I'm publishing the Alan Wake videos the same days. So I published the Ace Combat counting the days. So yeah, that's the reason. If you're new, why are you starting on this episode? But if you're new here, welcome. And that's the reason why we are counting the days like this. The only manuscript that we have for this episode, because we're on episode 4, The Truth, is Thomas Sain's writing and assistant. It's the only one we have for now. So we need to go for the next one. The next one being Barry in the Lodge. This one is in the Cauldron Lake Lodge, lying against the pole atop the stairs. Lying against the pole atop the stairs. Oh, so right here. Okay. Still cannot. Can I turn that on? Or not yet?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
Oh.
The generator hadn't been activated.
The pole atop the stairs.
There was no key.
Yep. This is it. Next one. Maud fails Hartman. This is sitting on top of the table in Hartman's interview room. Okay.
Sinclair looked back.
A coffee thermos in its natural habitat.
The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key in the office from Sinclair.
Jesus. Alan, I cannot hear your inner monologue with the fucking audience on screaming next to you.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Okay. I've always loved this picture. Like, I don't know if they were trying to do a selfie pose or something. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. And I love how video game screenshotty it is.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Is this Hartman's interview room? No. Yes, it is. Okay. Neat.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and
Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much.
No, Alice, you don't know.
Now
You
it's all gonna go to hell.
poor choice of words, given what Scratch is going to do later.
I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Let me out of here!
Yeah, Barry, I will help you in a second.
Crazy quack ass to sled!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see
About
you.
time. I was being held against my fucking will.
It's right next door.
You
I'm
okay?
medicated.
Yeah. I mean, no!
You're one to complain.
The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that
Speaking of
gave me a
asses.
real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Was I watching the cutscenes on the other videos? I don't know. I will watch the cutscenes for this round of videos.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake.
Barry being like, I know there are monsters and all, but this is probably a step too far.
With your ability and mine.
Well, he's dead. Not quite, but kinda. That fucking smirk. Okay, we got a new manuscript page, which is Hartman watches Wake fall. Hartman's mission is laying on a chair arm in a small room near a door and a TV. I know exactly what it means. That description doesn't help.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Ah! Shit, fuck, it's 8. Right, and I don't have the flashlight yet. It's so weird that some interactions are B, which is the cancel button, and some interactions are A. Also, I know the game is loud as fuck, probably. I will do my best to balance volumes. Are you throwing things at me, you son of a bitch? A flare. How do you use the flare? R1? R1. They're here. Okay. And this is the page. Also, the TV has an ad. Yeah. This one had product placement on it. And this is something that you only see if you play on the first, the original Alan Wake and not the remaster. The remaster doesn't have the weird product placement in it. Also, product placement for what exactly? What are they announcing? Mustang Drift? 2010's MustangDrift.com and Verizon. Okay. This is the product placement that I remember, the Verizon ad.
Verizon Wireless has you covered.
Jesus.
Check out the latest game.
Check out the latest games. I remember the Verizon ad, but not the Mustang Drift ad. Okay. Wake sees the All Gods stage. This is in Cauldron Lake Lodge, laying on a rock at the base of a tree inside the maze. I know exactly what it means. Fuck, that's a description.
Discover new music.
Ouch. A wrecking ball. 1, 2. Come on, another one. Come on, ugly. Now run, idiot, run. Over here. Through the door, dumbass. There you go. You done? 3, 2, 1. Loser.
Ow! I'm here!
The running and dodging button is still broke.
I found the car.
Like I still haven't changed the controller, so
Barry, I don't have a
still
light.
broken
Take
L1.
this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Oh, fun. Ouch. Still in my face. Another one? Okay.
Come on, Al, we gotta go. It's not much of a maze. I made it through easy.
Yeah. Okay. Batteries ran out. Everything is on a good place to stop it.
Oh, geez, Al. The house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
I know, Barry, I know. But yeah, this is a good place to stop it, because I don't have a lot of time to record these videos this month. I don't have a lot of time, and also the videos on Ace Combat are shorter this month because Ace Combat 0 is super short, and I'm trying to make the Alan Wake videos as long as the Ace Combat videos. In fact, this gameplay is already longer than the Ace Combat Zero video. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here. We will listen to the manuscripts and call it a day. So let's see what we have.
Zane could feel the poems taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
One thing that I'm curious about, as a writer myself, because I used to / still write. I have never met a poet that writes their poems by typewriter or like any mechanical way. Every poet that I have met, mind you, somehow I have met a lot of poets through my life. Every poet that I have met handwrites their poems. Eventually, they will end up like machine written or like, you know, typed in a computer. But every poet that I have met writes their poem by hand, and eventually, like, you know, cleans them and types them, etc. But I have never met a poet that it goes straight to typing, either a typewriter or a computer. Like it's something that sounds bad in my head. That you say, oh, Zane could feel the poems taking form, shaping things as he experimented. He imagined things with the strokes of the keys, and it's like, did he though? A poet using a typewriter? I don't know. It sounds weird. Like, typewriter feels like more definitive. Typewriter feels like I have been writing this poem by hand, and I know exactly the shape it needs to be. Like, I know what this poem is going to be, and now I can write it on the typewriter because the poem is finished. But first, it's a creation that you have to write by hand. At least with the poets that I have met, it worked that way.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
I just noticed that the PNG tuber was going crazy. Apparently the volume of my headset was so high that the PNG tuber was picking it up. I hope it didn't get picked up on the microphone. If it did, I will cut it on the editing.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
See, if Hartman wasn't a pretentious cunt, he would have probably gotten along with, you know, the FBC. He's the kind of bitch that would work in the research department of the FBC. He's the kind of person that would keep people hostage against their will to test on them. Fuck. He would have gotten along perfectly with the fucking Mormons. Just saying. I love my husband, I love Darling, but Jesus fuck, the research department is... Oh.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
And this is it. This is it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Alan Wake, counting the days until Control Resonant. Hopefully, the fucking Summer Game Fest, I wanted to call it E3. E3 has been there for a while, but it lingers. It haunts the narrative. It never wants to go away. But yeah, Summer Game Fest is next month. And I am hoping that we will get news. We will get the date for Summer Game Fest, for the release of Control Resonant on Summer Game Fest. So that's next month. And you know, speaking of next month, I have mentioned this on the Ace Combat videos. Next month, the Counting the Days videos will not be published all in the first day of the month, early on Patreon. It will not have early access because I want to give more time for the editing. For the videos this month, I'm recording them, editing and publishing them technically early because they will be published earlier on Patreon than on YouTube. But I'm recording, editing, and publishing this the day before. Mind you, all the others will be days in advance. But the first one is published the day before to the publishing on YouTube. So, while still early access, I don't want to rush things. Also, it's been a really busy fucking month, and I have been thinking the whole month, I need to record the videos. I need to record the Patreon videos. I need to record the Patreon videos. I need to record the Patreon videos. Cue me on December May 6th. May 6th, mind you, the day before you're watching this on YouTube, I'm recording this on May 6th. Recording, editing, rendering, and publishing. Also while fucking having to do a whole ass stream. It's gonna be a really busy day. So, since I want to give me more time to edit and you know, make the gameplays like properly, have them be, you know, like the right length, the right amount of editing, make a good fucking gameplay and not just like turn something quickly for the sake of producing content. I hate that fucking concept. I want to not do early access next month. Also because Patreon is really going nowhere. Like I was doing the early access because I needed the money. And mind you, I kind of still do. But hey, the economy is a bit more stable at home. And I don't need the money as much. So I don't need the early access as much. And also people have not been using the Patreon early access. So there's really no point for me to rush things. In fact, if it wasn't because I already said back on April, hey, all the videos will be available on May 1st, which, mind you, it's already a lie, but I did make a post apologizing for being late on Patreon. But if I didn't promise that the videos will be early on Patreon for May, I would not be doing early access May either. One, because I don't fully need the money that much. Like, I appreciate the extra money, but I'm not on survival economy anymore. And also because I want to give myself more... It's not the same having to edit 20 videos today as having to edit 2 videos today. You know? Like, it's not the same. So, what I wanted to say is... Yes, you will have all the May videos available on Patreon now. If you don't want to wait for them, you can go to Patreon and find all the videos of Counting the Days Until Control Resonant for May on Patreon for the price of a coffee. It's super fucking cheap. But the ones for June will be released when they are released. They will be released in a timely manner in YouTube when they have to be released. If you want to spoil yourself when that happens, go to the Ace Combat Wiki and look up the missions for June and you will know the dates. But if you want to be surprised, just follow on YouTube and, well, subscribe on YouTube and you know, keep an eye on when the videos release. For now, this is all I can read. I hope you enjoyed this video counting the days until Control Resonant and you're looking forward to the next one. If you don't want to wait, it is on Patreon. And if you prefer waiting, I will see you when I see you. So until then, bye bye.